Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It is the kid. We are here today. Today is a beautiful day. Abundant day, huh? Abundant day for gratitude, grace, elegance, tranquility, all the good stuff. I'm proud of all of you. I'm grateful everybody's tapping in. We're going to give you a second to load in. If you're watching this on a playback, you're going to want to go ahead fast forward to about the 2 minute mark. When I tell you we're going to get into it today, I got a bunch of notes typed up. I'm talking about this shit right here that I'm about to show and break down the internet today is it's very interesting how this is not shared in school. This is not spoken about in public society's knowledge. I had to dig and research through universities and colleges information, books, articles. I had to go find this information. So it's weird as hell that they're not putting this in the schools for the kids to see, hear, talk about. But we're gonna discuss some of this shit on the internet. And remember, it's all love all the way around. You feel what I'm saying? But TikTok, YouTube, we gotta talk about how to escape the matrix. You dig what I'm saying? This is the matrix. They doing everything in their power to keep you asleep here. You feel what I'm saying? If they keep you asleep here, you're gonna be asleep everywhere. So what I need you to do is, if this is your first time here on the channel, I want you to type first. If you've been here 10 times or greater, type a one. YouTube, what's up? Where we at? Where we at, YouTube? What's up, TikTok? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? This is going to be a big video, a lot of just nothing but stats and data. There's not going to be no opinions. We're not going to have none of that shit. I'm literally going to show you where I got the information from, the source, pictures, articles. TikTok, you know how fickle you are here. So we're not going to be able to show you any pictures, but I'm going to still give you and be able to read you out the stats. What's good, Maggie? How you feeling? Donna, what's good? Mile High Crypto said needs that tunnel vision. Was good. So I appreciate all y'all locking in. But this is a great video. So right now we are approaching the 2 minute 30 second mark. Give y'all a second to come in, and then we really just gonna get right into it. I don't plan on making this a long ass video unless y'all have questions. But I am live streaming on TikTok. I am live streaming here on YouTube as well. So it's lit. We're gonna talk about this is what y'all requested. 400 of you voted and you said you want to know about the impacts of fatherless homes. I know it's a bit late. I had to do some research, you know what I'm saying? Had meetings, was talking numbers with some people. Good job, Larry. You dig what I'm saying? So we back in the mix. So I need y'all to get the likes up on this video. TikTok, we need to get this to 1,000 likes. YouTube, what's up? We gotta like the video. We gotta actually tune in, tap in, wake up. And I know a lot of you are gonna watch this on the playback tomorrow. So let's get right into this shit. What I'm gonna be doing is sharing the screen with you. I'm going to go through the articles, and then I'm going to read off just stats from the article, from the places, from the government websites, from the universities themselves. I'm simply going to read stats. There will be no opinions, just data. You feel me? So let's dive into it. So let's share the screen. Boom. So the first, okay. So the first articles we have, we're going to start it off with, this is the science of people. So we have a publication here, and if you want to see who it's written by, I'll have all the links to everything on my website and down below in the description. You feel me? I have the links to everything down below after the video is over. I am writing a book. I've been writing it for over a year and a half, maybe 2 years. All these type of things, information. Every time I get new information, I want to add it. So you can go look up who Vanessa Van Edwards is. You can check her shit out. She's a pathologist, a graduate of all these different things, and has training in all those places. But I want y'all to scroll down here. So the article says, relationships. Why are women complicated? Now, again, when you scroll down, you're going to see these things here: snooping on romance, simmering attraction, body language, etc. Right? But when you go down here, it says right here, number one, she is a woman and she wrote this article. It says, why do women do the opposite of what they say? And you can read on to say whatever she wants, but I'm just going to read the headings of these. Two, what women actually want. Now, so a lot of you were going to hear, this is what y'all popularly hear when girls tell you what they want. They typically say funny, tall, smart, honest, successful, attractive and shit, right? Okay. And she says, that these aren't what they actually want at all. So when you scroll down, you see why women pick the same men over and over again. Okay. And it says, what emotional need are they fulfilling? What emotional need are you fulfilling in your partner? Why do you pick the same thing over and over again? Attraction is blind. Now, I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind. We're going to go over to Florida State University, right? Now, Florida State University has an article that is written. You know what Florida State is. All of you have heard of the university. This is written by Dave Heller. And you see right here, Tanya Reynolds is a doctoral candidate of FSU's Department of Psychology. These findings are interesting, and we can use them in a productive way. She is a female, Tanya Reynolds. You can look her up for yourself. She is a doctor at FSU Department of Psychology. And you see right here, it says this. The results are revealed that having a physically attractive husband may have negative consequences for wives, especially if those wives are not particularly attractive. So listen to this. If you get a wife and your wife doesn't think she is attractive, you are probably going to get divorced. It's going to bring you more negativity to your own relationship simply by you doing well, and being attractive. It says it here. This is statistical evidence. You see here, they'll have a bunch of numbers, all of the data that was conducted. She even has a SoundCloud uploaded, so you can listen to her data that she's going to give you back. Okay? So this is FSU, Florida State University. Florida State University. So I am grateful for the time I was in a fatherless home. My mother married a very bad man. So, Maggie, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but you need to think, okay, if somebody's already bad, right? If you let somebody in your house that you know is already bad, is it your fault or is it their fault? If a tiger is a tiger and you know what a tiger is and you let it in your house, is it the tiger's fault or is it your fault? We got to start taking accountability. Let's move on. After we go through the articles, I'm going to read you I'm talking about probably 15 to 20 different stats and pieces of data that you can validate and look up on the internet. Okay? So you see this article right here is from where? The psychologicalscience.org. Okay? APS. This is the Association for Psychological Science. Again, this is the Association for Psychological Science. This is not me making shit up. This is information on the internet. You can look this up yourself. It's free. Now, this plays into fatherless homes. A lot of homes are fatherless because of the choice of women. We know that 80% of divorces are in this nation had by and caused by women. We know that if they attended college, any amount, it's 90% likelihood, right? So peep game. Did you know that all that shit that they telling you they like, to be honest, to be upfront, to be this, that. Did you know right here, according to the Association of Psychological Science, it says women spent more time musing about the uncertain men than the other men. They did a whole study and set up a whole scenario. They had dudes that told them the truth all the time, that were the perfect outfits, that did all the shit that they wanted, but they still said that they mused more over the uncertain men than the others, suggesting that having a man in one's thoughts can increase attractiveness. These women, the ones contemplating a mystery man, were also in a better mood than the woman who had been flattered or deflated. I'm going to say it again. The ones who were contemplating the mystery man were even in a better mood than the women who had been flattered or deflated. So just being mysterious, not letting her know enough about you, not talking too much, not going, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be able to keep you, the likelihood of you staying in a relationship is literally longer by you being mysterious to her. Interesting information. Now we're going to go over to where? Northwestern University. This is another article from a prestigious university. All of you have heard. If you've heard of Northwestern University, I want you to drop an emoji in the chat. TikTok, drop an emoji in the chat. YouTube, drop an emoji in the chat. If you've heard of Northwestern University. Yeah, and Maggie, I appreciate you being honest too with everything. I appreciate you being honest too, because that's the only way we can get forward with this. So the purpose of this, my channel is to help young men, but obviously I help a lot of young women too. The audience is on YouTube. We're at 76% male or 72% male. On TikTok, we got a 42% female audience. So the women like the content on both ends. But look at this here. Northwestern University, TikTok, we can't show you stats. You know how they get offended and they ban a live. So just listen to it verbally. For YouTube, you can see Northwestern University. It's news.northwest.edu. I will have links to all of these publications below. Scientists uncover a difference between the sexes. Yes, we are different. It's literal science. And you see right here, sex does matter. The key molecular process in the brain is different in males than it is in females. It's different in males than it is in females. Okay? So anybody that says, oh, we're the same, we can choose, and you can choose a gender and all this different shit, go to Northwestern University and tell them that. Go to Florida State University, tell them that. Go to the Association of Psychological Science and go tell them that. I'm not making this up. This is what I'm reading from there. Okay? You can read the article for yourself. It's got a bunch of good stuff in it. All the numbers and everything that you will need right there is also here. And this is also backed by the National Institute of Health, which is NIH for those of you who don't know the acronym. He said 94 genders. They bugging out, bro. So look, now before I take you to this next article blew my mind. All of these blew my mind. I just read them already. But this next one I just found today. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm simply going to read off stats, and these are going to blow your mind. If these things that I'm saying to you don't alarm you, I don't really know what to say. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really know what the fuck to say. This shit is scary, actually. I think the stuff that I'm about to read right now is equally as scary as UFOs. Just the same. So look, I'm going to read the stats off, and then I'm going to show you the exact source where I got them from. You're more likely to be abused in a fatherless home. So everything that I'm saying is in a fatherless home, right? You're more likely to be abused in a fatherless home, more likely to commit crime. Okay, now listen to this stat here. This stat says 90% of American inmates are men. 90%. Listen to what I'm saying again. 90% of inmates in America are men, and 75% of them come from fatherless homes. 75% of the prisons come from fatherless homes. 63% of youth unaliving comes from fatherless homes. 63%. Which literally means, by definition, listen to this again. I'm going to say this again. 63% of all youth unlivings come from fatherless homes. That literally means without a dad, you're more likely to unalive. You are also statistically proven to have the same likelihood of not committing crime, not ending up in prison, or being successful as just being raised by your father as you are being raised by both parents. I'm going to say this again. If you are raised by just your father, you have the exact same likelihood of not committing crime, not going to prison, and becoming successful as being raised with both of your parents. 90% of all homeless children in America who run away are from fatherless homes. 80% of kids with behavioral disorders come from fatherless homes. 80% of all grapes come from fatherless homes. 80%. 71% of school dropouts. 71% of school dropouts come from fatherless homes. Kyrie was raised by his pop, talk heavy. In the Bible, they tell you there's multiple verses that tell children to behave like thou father. So therefore, if you are a weak man or you having a bunch of kids, you doing a disservice to your kids. The likelihood of them growing up to be successful is slim to zero because if they're following your actions. Now, listen to this. Listen to these stats right here. 18 million kids, 18 million kids in America right now are being raised without a father. That stat then breaks out to be 1 in 4 children. I'm going to say this shit again. 18 million kids in America right now are being raised with no father, and that is 1 in 4 American children are born in a fatherless home. And now watch this here. I'm about to break something. This shit is crazy. Now watch this here. For women under the age of 30, the demographic that bears 2/3 of the children, out of wedlock rate increases to 53%. So for every girl under 30 who has children, they have most of the children, and then they're more likely to be had out of wedlock. So most of the kids that you see, 72+% of Black kids that you see are in fatherless homes, and it's not the dad's choosing. Now, listen to this. 70% of teenage pregnancies are in fatherless homes. It's wild to think. So the abusers, the rapists, the people that women fear the most, isn't it so ironic? The ones that society puts the biggest label on, right? And they fear the most come from fatherless homes. So that means literally they come from homes without a male presence. So in our narrative in this nation, they're preaching to be afraid of men. But literally statistically proven, you're more likely to not even be alive in the house without a man. So if this shit doesn't alarm you, you know what I mean? Anybody that has their opinions and they're telling you, that men are so bad, and there's really this weird stigma that's going around that, there's so many bad things happening that men do, and et cetera, et cetera. It's wild because the stats say so differently. And what's scary is that this is not on the news. You feel me? I had to sit in here for hours to research this shit. I had to go to Northwestern University and read this shit. I had to go to Florida State University publications to read these things, to find this information. I had to dig to find this. And it's so wild because this should be information this is a pandemic. This is not good. You see what I'm saying? So why are we not talking about this? Why is this not on the news? So y'all wanted me to do the video on the impacts of fatherless homes. As you see right now, there's a lot of shit going on right now, bro. If you growing up in a crib without a dad, before you grow that animosity and start hating your father, what I want you to do is start to see what kind of person who is raising you. Start to see. You can't choose what's going on, but don't put all that hatred onto your dad, because you got to realize also the court system rules in favor. It's incentivizing homes to break up. It's incentivizing. Only one gender gets it. If you get married in this nation, right? And we're not going to get into the marriage rates. The marriage rates are lower than ever, especially amongst my race. 26% of women will ever marry in a lifetime. And did you know only 40% of men will procreate? So 6 out of 10 dudes who are walking around and thinking they're cool and buying big sneakers and all this shit, they're going to perish without ever having the ability to leave a legacy. So I feel no sympathy. I'm simply saying these are the stats. You feel me? They gonna lie to you and tell you a bunch of other shit, talking about how dudes are terrible and how we just don't contribute, while they're using things that men built. The building, the chairs. It's absolute nonsense. So I love women a lot, but I'm simply stating statistics. You feel what I'm saying? So nobody get offended, nobody be sad. I love you. But if we don't know what the right thing is to do, we'll never be able to improve. You feel me? These are the conversations we need to have, because a lot of people are soft nowadays, can't have a teaspoon of criticism. You feel me? They can't have these conversations because they're so easily offended. And if you always easily offended, you're not going to be able to make it in the real world, because the real world doesn't care about your feelings. There's a reason they're not showing this information, because they want you to spend more. They want you to be more prideful, more unrealistic. You dig what I'm saying? So This is just something to sizzle in your skillet. Any questions y'all got, TikTok, ask them. YouTube, any questions you got, ask them. But let these things marinate in your mind. So a lot of y'all don't have good relationships with your father, with your dad. But I want you to think why that is. Who made you not see them? Is he that bad of a dude? Look at what's going on. Don't listen to me. You dig what I'm saying? I'm just a messenger. Don't listen to me. Fuck what I'm talking about. Go on Google today, and I want you to go Google it. I'm gonna run back a couple of these stats just so they sizzle in your mind. 63% of all youth on livings, 75%. First of all, 90% of the inmates in the nation are men. Not dudes get locked up the most. 75% of those dudes are fatherless homes. 72% of Black children are had out of wedlock. 90% of all homeless children, runaways, are from fatherless homes. 80% of kids with behavioral disorders that don't know how to behave, they come from fatherless homes. 80% of all grapes come from fatherless homes. 18 million kids born without fathers right now. Let me see if I can pull it up right now. Let me see. I'll pull it up for you. Here it is right here. Right? Isn't that it? 1.7 million children in prison. Whew, that's crazy. It's so many stats. You can just read this article for yourself on your own time, and there's just so many stats in here that'll blow your mind. It's just like, damn. They're not good stats. You feel me? But it's just like, damn, why is nobody talking about this? How come we talking about Kanye West's shirt more than we talking about this? Isn't this important? And you're also twice as likely to drop out of school if you don't have a dad. But these are the things that are happening. This is shit you need to be talking about. Escape the Matrix. Anybody that is out there that wants to learn more about this, health, mindset, third eye, get some paper. These are the ways to escape the Matrix. All you have to do is go ahead and sign up for the newsletter. Shit is free. It's a weekly newsletter. I make new articles every single week. I'm doing a video tomorrow morning. You'll see tomorrow AM on jobs of the week. I put new jobs on the website. So, and I'm actually hiring too. So any of y'all that edit videos, but you got to be quick because I fired just as quick as I hired. Anybody out there that's young, I don't want nobody that's got a job and you don't have to, because you're not going to have time to do this shit. I need quick turnover. So anybody that's a teenager, all my teenagers that can edit videos good, you know how to make TikTok videos. All I need you to do is edit and upload shit. If you can do that, DM me. I have a job for you. It is paid. DM me. Hit me up. If you're a teenager and you got free time, hit me up. But other than that, any questions y'all got, let me know. YouTube, I'm going to sign off. TikTok, I'll stay on with y'all for a second. But YouTube, I love you. Thank y'all we almost at 220,000 subs, bro. Growing bigger each and every day. I got some collabs coming for y'all. Y'all going to really love. Other than that, man, y'all stay tuned, stay beautiful, stay marvelous. Tell your auntie I still love her. You dig what I'm saying? But put that men hatred down. This should really decrease after you start knowing these stats. Boy, am I going to have a field day with these videos on the internet. So I'm going to make some videos in these. You can rest assured these shits are coming. But I love y'all. Until next time, YouTube, stay lit, stay awesome, and stay healthy. You did.